Hello and welcome to Toad Rolls Dice. We're going to take a look at our final selection of kill teams following the latest errata, which I'm calling 1.2, which isn't strictly accurate, but it's definitely March 2025, so some of these teams have changed, some of them haven't. I'm going to try and be on top of this one, and actually, where teams haven't changed, I'll just say they haven't changed instead of the mess that was the last video. So please forgive that one. It was days late, and it was a nightmare to edit, and it went horribly wrong at every aspect. Touch wood, this video is going to be fine. But for Xenos Part 2, we're going to look at the younger races in the kill team setting. So we're going to go Brood Brothers into Wyrmblade for the GSC cults. Then Pathfinders, Farstalker Kinband and the Vespid Stingwings for the Tau and their greater goodness. Finishing up with the Squats, who have returned with the Salvagers and the Yaegirs. And then we're done. That is all of the kill teams covered post updates. So how about we just jump into this one, starting with the Brood Brothers. And the Brood Brothers have no changes. This is the old errata. Even the rules commentary is from the previous, so nothing new there. Brood Brothers, you are free to keep harassing the enemy as much as you want, with no fear of rules changes. Wyrmblade, the more traditional Genestealer cult kill team, who were a White Dwarf team, do have changes. So this is just one balance change for the Firefight ploys, unquestioning loyalty. Additional text added to end of first paragraph. If it's the shoot action, the other operative is only in cover or obscured if the original target was. So we'll run through this, but this is a change that we have seen to other ploys with, I think it was the Navy Breaches had something like that. But unquestioning loyalty in full. Use this Firefight ploy when a friendly Wyrmblade cult agent or Wyrmblade leader operative is selected as the valid target of a shoot action or to fight against during the fight action. Select one other friendly Wyrmblade neophyte operative excluding leader, visible to and within 3 inches of that first friendly operative to become the valid target or to be fought against as appropriate instead, even if it wouldn't normally be valid for this. If it's the fight action, treat that other operative as being within the fighting operative's control range for the duration of that action. If it's a shoot action, that other operative is only in cover or obscured if the original target was, and this ploy has no effect if it's the shoot action and the ranged weapon has blast or torrent weapon rules. It's basically word for word except the keyword changes of, I'm pretty sure it was Navy Breaches. I also think it's the Adeptus Arbites have a very similar rule that, well, it functions similarly at the very least. Purely just a balance change, just confirming how a rule works. No real big change, it probably doesn't change how you're playing that rule. How about we jump over to our next kill team and we see what's in store for the Pathfinders. So we have a couple of changes here, so we'll run through these. One is the medic rule. I will read it because we haven't read it for a little while, but that's changed. Every medic has now been changed to read like this. And there is also one on the Firefight ploy savior protocols, so we'll run through that first. Additional text added between second and third sentence. That friendly drone operative is only in cover or obscured if the original target was. Savior protocols sounds exactly like we've just read with the Wyrmblade, and yes, it is. It functions exactly as we've just gone over, so I won't go over that again, but there is a subtle change there, just a balance update. And then medic, this is the action in full. Medic Tactician Operative. The medic rule has been changed to read: the first time during each turning point that another friendly Pathfinder operative excluding drone would be incapacitated while visible to and within 3 inches of this operative. You can use this rule providing neither this nor the other operative is within control range of an enemy operative. If you do, that friendly operative isn't incapacitated, has 1 wound remaining, and cannot be incapacitated for the remainder of the action. After that action, that friendly operative can immediately perform a free dash action but must end that move within this operative's control range. Subtract 1 from this and that operative's APL stats until the end of their next activations respectively, and if this rule was used during that friendly operative's activation, that activation ends. You cannot use this rule if this operative is incapacitated or if it's a shoot action and this operative would be a primary or secondary target. Kind of sick of running over that one, but it's changed and this is a new video, so that's Medic. It's changed for everybody to read exactly that, just with different keywords. But that's his set for the Pathfinders. How about we jump over to the next kill team? And we have the Farstalker Kinband, good old Croup mercenaries. So we have one change this time, nice and straightforward. I'll run through this, but this is again a familiar change for most of the other kill teams that had ways of doing this. But the strategy ploy Bound has been changed to read, during each friendly Farstalker Kinband operative's activation, you can ignore the first vertical distance of 2 inch they move during one climb up, specifying that they're climbing up, not dropping down. But again, it's just bringing climb and all those things in line with each other, so that you know how a climb or a bound or a rope would actually function in game. So nice, easy, quick one for the Farstalker Kinband. What have the Vespid Stingwings got for us? We have no new changes. These are previous ones that we went over in the last video. So Vespids, you are functioning as you were previous or prior to this errata at the very least. Moving on to our squat kin. We'll start with the Hearthkin Salvagers, but we still have no changes. They are probably the only team at this point to be completely unchanged. Climbing rigs. They may have missed a change, because climbing rigs... No, it functions differently to other climbs. Okay, I mean, I still think that we may see an update for climbing rigs at some point in the future, because all of those type of abilities have been changed for every other team, where you would then be treating the vertical distance as 2 inches instead of 1 inch. In fact, one of the last... Was it the Harlequin? Yeah, the Harlequins, I think it was, the Void Dance Troupe. They had a very similar rule that was changed to 2 inches instead of 1 inch. I think that their salvagers have just been missed, but at this moment in time, they still only get the 1 inch movement. Their climbing rule hasn't been changed. I think we'll see that in the next update, but hey, it doesn't matter. Nobody's probably playing these anyway. If you are playing them, let me know in the comments, because I've never seen these on a kill team board and nobody seems to talk about them. And we'll finish up with squats in trench coats, the Hernkyn Yaegir, and they have no changes either. So squats getting away scot-free or just being ignored. Who knows? But that is us done with Kill Team Errata 1.2. The next one will probably be May, unless there's an emergency balance updates for certain teams. So keep an eye out for that, and we will have more Kill Team content very, very soon. I have got a box of Blood and Zeal, hopefully with my name on it, coming as soon as it's released. So we'll do a review of that and we'll talk about those 2 kill teams as well. I'm really looking forward to seeing more of those. And as always, let me know what these changes, there hasn't been that many, has there? But let me know how they have affected your games of Kill Team with your current favourite kill teams. And let me know what you're playing as well. I want to know more of how people are interacting with Kill Team. Let me know what you're enjoying with the new edition. It's been out long enough now for people to have an idea, so in general, just let me know how you're finding Kill Team 4.0. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.